Hi, this is Dr. Lisabeth Saunders, Medlock from Life by Design Coaching with your life coaching tip of the week for the week of November 28th, 2011. This week, I've been talking about in previous videos kind of getting to know yourself. I talked about a couple weeks ago writing your own mission statement or your own life purpose. And today I'm going to talk more about getting to know yourself and really defining yourself through defining your values. Your values are those different things, those principles, those statements, those beliefs, those things that you value, that you find important to have in your life. They really are the things that keep you on certain paths. When you're making critical decisions in your life, you evaluate them against what your values are. A lot of times I find when people are out of alignment with their values, they just feel like things aren't right. When they're in job situations where the job or the work environment has very different values than their values, they feel like, things just aren't right. And a lot of times you get the, it doesn't feel right, something feels wrong here, if I feel icky. That's because things are out of alignment with the things that you value in your life. And so it's very important to really be clear about and sometimes even write down what you value most, prioritize those things. So there's a couple ways that I'm going to talk about today to get to the heart of what your values are. There's values clarification exercises. So the first thing is to identify a peak moment in time. And that is really pick a moment, and not a week, a month, a year, but a moment, a very, truncated period of time in which you really felt like you were on fire, you were doing great, you felt completely fulfilled, you're in the zone, doing exactly what you should have been doing, what you were supposed to be doing, exactly in alignment with what you thought your life should be and could be. And think about that moment in time and what values were present in that, what things were being played out, who was involved, what made you feel that way. So that peak moment in time experience, really think about it, and think about what was happening in that moment in time that made you feel fulfilled and on fire and on purpose. The second thing is to think about what you must have in your life, the must-haves list. Beyond the basic things like food, water, shelter, and companionship or community, think about those things that you always try to have as part of your life. And when you don't have these things as part of your life, you somehow feel like something is missing or something is not there, that you feel a gap or a void. So for some of you, it may be that if you are not doing things that are creative, you feel stagnant. Or if you don't have a sense of accomplishment or moving forward in your life, you tend to feel kind of down and stagnant, or there's a void. So think about those things that you consistently feel like, I really must have this to feel fulfilled, to really feel like I'm leading down the right path, to feel like my life is whole, or for me to feel whole on the inside. What are those things that I consistently make part of my life? Those are the must-haves. And then the third thing that you need to do to define your values, the third exercise that you can think about, is to think about what you really want to be and how you want to define yourselves and how you really want others to describe you. So the things that you really commit to being and doing every day. And I really see this as, how do you want other people to describe you? Do you want other people to say that you're a patient person, that you're a kind person, that you're an accomplished person, that you're a creative person, that you're a dynamic person, that you're an intelligent person, that you're a resourceful person? Think about all those words and phrases that if somebody else, a friend or a colleague, was describing you, what words would you really like them to use about you? And what do you truly commit to being and living out every day that's important to you? Whether it be, all the things I mentioned, or authenticity or creativity, those things that you consistently really commit to doing and being, that you really want other people to describe you as, that you want to be identified with, those words and those terms and those actions. So once you do those three different exercises, the peak moment in time, the must-haves, and the what you're really striving to be and how you want others to see you, you're going to come up with a whole list of terms and words. And what you do is you get that list together, and you're going to see a lot of repetition. And it's those themes and those words that keep repeating and repeating themselves that will kind of rise to the top and become your core set of values. And you don't have to prioritize them. There's no right amount you have. You want to come up with maybe 5 to 7 to 10 list of your key values that you live and breathe every day and that keep you on the path. And you're going to use those values consistently to make decisions about, is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? Am I going the right direction, the wrong direction? Because there's 10 different ways to get to a goal. And if you choose a path that's out of alignment with your values, you're going to pay in the end. It's not going to feel right. You should have chosen the path that aligned with your values, because there's many ways to get to the end. So think about your values. They're critical in everyday decisions. They kind of point your compass to your true north. So it's important to think about them, to write them down, and to value and honor them every day. Hope you've enjoyed this life coaching tip of the week, and I'll see you next week for another tip. Have a great week.